going through today. I know I haven't posted on this channel in a while, but I am posting today because today, lucky for the haters, I am going through something very annoying. So, my friend went out of town today, right? And while I was in the house, I was just talking about who I felt like was harassing me and certain type of people and just trying to piece all this together with the gang stalking that's been going on with me. And I was talking about one of the cases and just putting things together. And a couple minutes later, 30 minutes or so later, the security from the neighborhood knocks on the door. And she knocks on the door with two neighbor guys. And she says, "Oh, it's so and so." It sounded like she even tried to open the door. And I was standing out there looking and I saw them. So I opened the door and asked them what they were doing here because it sounded like she was trying to open the door. I already had an idea of who it was. And so she was like, "Oh, we're just looking for so and so. We needed to talk to him." And I said, "Well, what is it about?" They knew he wasn't there. I believe they knew he wasn't there because they're always planning stuff around him not being there. And they purposely did this to try to isolate me and distress me while he was gone. And so they could try to cause a scene in a situation where they could put me in handcuffs. And so they proceed to tell me, I said, "Who are these two guys?" These are two guys that are from the neighborhood. They live at the same house that I've mentioned on my channel before, which is the house that I've said is a guy who I believe has been breaking into the house. So I go on to tell her, "What is this about?" I said, "Is it about me?" Because I've been going outside being upset at times. You know how I do. And talking about how these people are harassing me after I go outside and do my daily runs. And these people have harassed me while I'm on my daily runs. So I get pissed off because I believe that the neighborhood I live with is highly associated with it because I told you those cars are pulling in and pulling out at the exact same time as me. So I explained this to her, and she's like, "Oh, well, no, it's not about you. It's just about you." I said, "Well, is it about anything that would endanger me being here or something that's going on in the neighborhood that's dangerous?" She's like, "Oh, no, I just wanted to talk to him about some things." I said, "Well, are you exercising your right to lie?" She's like, "Well, I don't like that you called me a liar." I said, "I didn't call you a liar. I asked you if you were exercising your right to lie because if you've ever seen any court things, you would know that they say that they have the right to lie." So after that, I asked her, yeah, I said, "Who are these two guys?" And she said, "Well, ask them." And they didn't say anything. They just were looking with their heads down. Okay, so I decided to leave after she leaves. I did some recording of them to show that they were actually there. And then I left. Okay, and once I left, I came back, and guess what? That same guy with that XJY license plate was pulling. He turned down the street at the same time that I was pulling in, and he went to his house. I told her that they've been following me, pulling in and pulling out at the exact same time as me, stalking me. And I told her the people who lived right across me were doing the same thing, and I made a police report about that. Actually, I think I made the police report to her. And I also told her about the ice cream dude harassing me every time I eat ice cream. He brings his truck down the motherfucking street as if he knows when I'm eating ice cream in the house. And she kind of snickered and laughed where I thought it was offensive, but I played it off just to try to see how far we can have some success in the situation. And there was no success. She said she told him not to go down that street, and he went down that street the next damn day. So I don't think there's no power in what she says because possibly she's working with him. So then she leaves. I leave the house when all of it gets out the way after I do my recording of them actually being there. And when I get back to the house, like I said, he's pulling down the street and going into his house at the same time. So I go down the street and I asked him, I say, "Excuse me, sir, what were y'all doing over at the house? Why did y'all come to the house?" And he says, "Oh," he says very clearly, he could speak English, right? And then he says, "Oh, yeah, me don't speak no English. Let me make a phone call." So I know he's calling the security lady again, right? And the Hispanic dude comes outside that was with him. And so I say, this is like, I don't know where this dude is from. He has pale skin, but I don't know where he's from, and he just looks a little different than the white people that I've seen, right? So I asked the Hispanic guy, he's a little bit nicer. He's talking to me, and he said, "Oh, well, no, it's just HOA." And but now the white guy, the white-looking guy, he's been outside when I've been upset and yelling about these neighbors and what they've been doing to me and stalking me at the store. This whole community has been a part of it. So many people that I've always, every day I've encountered something when I go to the damn store. I actually didn't really encounter any. Oh, well, I did encounter something today too. So I get back to the house, like I said, trying to buy something. They know when I'm going to the store. I asked the dude what he was doing. He calls the lady and she says, "Oh, well, what are you doing now?" First of all, I called her before I left again, and I gave her my friend's number to let her know, because he said, I told him what happened. He said, just tell her to call me. I said, okay. So I called him back. I asked him. He said, she said she'll talk to me when she gets back to the house. She wants to talk to me in person. Well, then why did you, what's the point? I shouldn't even gave her the number. So you want to talk to him in person. So I go to this guy's house. I see him outside and I ask him, because he's probably waiting on me to be upset again, right? Because that's what they're doing. I go outside, I yell, because I want everybody to know who is messing with me. And so I say it outside loud in the grass. Luckily, I don't have a microphone, right? Because God said when people have a problem with you and people are doing things to you and you go to them one by one and ask them and they still don't listen, to take it to the congregation. And that's my way of taking it to the congregation. I don't see no other way. These neighbors are the ones following me, stalking me, and bothering me, harassing me. And I know they are. I'm not stupid. I told her I have an education, so I'm not stupid. They know that. They're just a part of doing something to me, so they don't care about that. So I go to his house and ask. The Hispanic dude comes out. He tries to talk to me nicely. I say, so what's going on? He said, oh, no, it's just HOA. I say, does it have anything to do about me? And they're like, no. I said, because if it has anything to do about me, I'm grown. I'm right here. You can tell me. I don't need, to be babied. You can tell me what the problem is. See, the problem is they don't want to tell me. They want to talk to that man in private and try to mess up my situation and say some things here and there about me being upset. But what they're not doing, they're not getting together in their little community and talking about neighborhood bullying, where you're bullying people in the community. That's not what they're doing. They're not having conversations about treating people well. Treating people that they've broken into that house, they've stolen some of my things, they've given it out to certain people, using my gifts and my talents to do this, distributing my things to people. This is what they've been doing. So she starts to have a rude attitude with me. She pulls up in the driveway and says, what are you doing over here? I said, well, just like I told you, I was pulling in the driveway and then he was rolling down the street and he pulled up. That's exactly what I told you they've been doing. So that's how I saw him. And when I saw him, I'm a citizen. I could ask what he was doing there. There's no law against that. And so I explained to her everything that happened in the conversation. Now, they told me that she was the one who went to them and told them to go to the door with her. So how would she know to go to them with the door to her? Okay, whatever. So she went to the door with her. I guess she's bringing the men as witnesses, saying that they saw me getting upset. It doesn't matter. And you know what? He's also a witness to me coming home and saying these people are out there harassing me and they're bothering me and they're causing mental distress upon me because they're doing death threats, death magic, all type of weird shit to me. The other day I went to go return my objects and this lady spelled out the word sex. She spelled S-E-X, and this is why I'm going to start bringing the camera with me everywhere, right? And the dude that I used to date, they had trucks that were his, look similar to his trucks. I had explained a nightmare that I went through inside the privacy of my home. I never really gave extreme details about it. And these people were trying to use that against me, right? This is what these people are doing. They're trying to use spiritual wickedness against me, like gifts and shit. Like if you have nightmares, if you have dreams, if you have telepathic, insight and stuff like that. So they're trying to listen to me when I'm at home and when I explain things out loud and just go through things in my mind, and they're trying to use that to do witchcraft on me. Like if I say, oh, I'm scared because yesterday I seen a pink car, they're going to put pink cars all in front of they're doing stuff like that. But I didn't say that online. I said that at home in the privacy of where I stay. But they're going to go and have cars lined up. I'm going to do a video right now. I'm driving. So that's why I'm just like talking kind of fast and whatnot. And so she was telling me, well, what are you doing over here? I have the right to ask this man what he's doing. So guess what? When she pulled up, he said, why are you following me? Why are you following me here at my home? He tried to make it look like they're trying to plot something on me, like I'm stalking them. I just told her every time I'm in and out, y'all are pulling in and y'all are pulling out. So that's how I found you. Duh. Because you did the same thing I just explained you were doing. So she starts to have this weird looking face, and I'm saying, I want to be able to get a recording of this, because your demeanor, the way that you're looking like you're not on my side. You're looking like you're on their side. Because what's the secret? Why can't you be transparent? If it's not nothing about me, why can't you tell me what's going on? If it's about some gutters, if it's about plants, oh well, because we don't want to. It's the homeowner's business. And we don't want to tell him, well, you know, I've been living here for a long time, so why can't you say anything? And I told her, well, my thing is, you're trying to say things behind my back to that man. And that's what I believe that you're trying to do. And then I went on to talk about her tight pants and stuff like that, because I think the lady's doing some type of sex magic and she wants a husband or something. And this girl trying to use me to do some stuff I don't know. And I know it sounds crazy, but witchcraft does sound crazy. But it's out there and it's real. And so she tells me, she asked them, oh, do y'all want her on y'all's property? Because they're not really saying anything. And so I go, okay, no problem. I'll get on the sidewalk. This is the city of Houston property now. And so I get on the sidewalk. She proceeds to whisper to them. So what's the whispering about? You're a part of it, lady. You're a part of it. That's the whole thing. You're a part of it, because when I told you about that man harassing me about the ice cream truck and shit, you wouldn't have laughed if you were a woman who believed that that was wrong. Unless you were a part of targeting me in some type of way, you would have said, that doesn't sound good. I'm sorry about that. She smirked and she laughed. She thought it was funny. Maybe it was a nervous laugh. I still don't think it was funny. I think that means there's other serious things that are going on that are being hidden that a person's not fucking talking about. So I don't think it's funny. And they're purposely trying to get me to be pissed off. Okay, so I yelled out in the middle of the street, because how else am I going to tell the neighbors that they're bothering me? Should I knock on each door and let them know, hey, you're bothering me? I need you to stop bothering me? Should I type up some pamphlets and let everybody know? Wasting my time? Should I record everywhere that I go? Yeah, that's what I have to do every time, in and out before, and here I'm doing this, doing that. Is that what I should be doing? I should be wasting my life defending myself from fucking crazy people. That's what the fuck I should be doing all fucking day, just so I can collect some evidence. Meaning I'm not living my life and my quality of life is being destroyed. That's what I have to do. Right? Okay, well, so I'm going into the police station right now, letting them know I left a message. I left a message with HOA, and I let them know what I believe these people were doing. They know that he's not there. That's why they purposely came in and bothered me and messed with me and was knocking on the door. Now, I wasn't going to answer the door, but it was the point that they were doing that, and I was pissed off and annoyed. So I pretty much just played my hand into, what they wanted to do, but I'm honestly getting sick of them. And then it made me really go off on this lady. It made me really go off on her and say a couple of things that I'm sure she didn't want to hear. And she's whispering with them. She's a part of it. Smell like cinnamon, dead bodies up here. So anyway, I'm going in here and I'm gonna talk to these people about it, because I already called HOA. I don't have time to be wasting with these junkie acting motherfuckers. That's how I feel. They got me up in here now. Smelling like bitch. What's she doing? Who is she? So yeah, I'm gonna go in here because I'm trying to stay calm. Now let's just pray they don't be locking the door on the nigga. Okay, so I'm here. Okay, it's perfectly fine. I wanna make a police report.
What is it about?
The neighbors.
What about it?
They're getting on my nerves and they're distressing me and they are stalking me and I'm trying to stay calm and I want something done about the situation because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of them.
So you say that your neighbor, so how they stalking you, man?
Okay, so I was just talking about today people that I felt like were involved with bothering me, and some of those people ended up showing up at the house the same day that I was talking about that. The security that works there from Glenshire and 2 neighbors.
They showed up to your house.
Yes, and I think the lady even tried to open the doorknob. And someone else tried to open the doorknob before as well.
Did you talk to these people that showed up to your house?
Yes, I did.
Okay, what did they tell you why they were there?
They told me they wanted to talk to the man that I live with, and that it was a secret basically against me where I couldn't know.
Okay, so man, you gotta let them have a time to talk to whoever they needed.
No, I want to make a report.
About what though?
I want to make a report about them causing me distress because if something happens, I'm trying to stay calm, and if they try to arrest me,
somebody can knock on your door trying to look for somebody. That's not punishable.
that's not punishable, but harassing me is.
Harassing you?
Yes.
By knocking on your door, asking for your.
No, harassing me by me talking about them and then them knocking on the door. Because how am I talking about you and then you knock on the door?
Ma'am, I have no idea why.
Because they have surveillance in the video. They have surveillance in the house, and when you put 2 and 2 together, it makes perfect sense. You can only harass somebody like that if you're watching them.
Your landlord or what?
No, this is the HOA security. You probably know him. You know Arthur over there? Arthur over there from Glenshire. He said he used to work with the police department. I guess he got fired or I don't know.
Okay, so man, there's no police report. You see, what we consider harassment is somebody.
And also, when I leave my house, when I leave their house, the people leave at the same time. When I come back, they come back at the exact same time.
We don't have control what other people do, man.
So when I show a pattern of what they're doing, then.
Man, you can talk to the homeowner association about that issue. That's not a police issue.
Okay, I want to speak to an investigator. Do you have an investigator here?
It's 1200 Travis, that's where the investigator.
You have a head investigator at 1200 Travis.
Yeah, we don't have investigators here. We do reports here. It goes to the department.
Okay, so in what situation when you're being stalked can you make a report? Because I'm being recorded too.
Somebody knocking on your door asking for somebody's.
No, sir, that's not what I said. I said after I talked about them, they knocked on the door. And let me give you a better example. This is a real good, clean cut example. Okay? Y'all want me? Because I'm in here too. So this is what happens. Every time you eat ice cream, the ice cream truck passes by, no matter what time of the day it is, 7 a.m. in the morning, 10 p.m. at night, the ice cream truck then passes by. Would you not say that that's a relevant pattern?
No, man. It's an ice cream truck that has nothing to do with what you're saying.
So every time I eat a sandwich, he doesn't pass by. But every time I eat ice cream, so that's not, that you don't see the pattern?
No, man, that's not what.
So pattern recognition is not a part of harassment?
No, man.
Because I read it and it said that it was. It said to keep records.
Man, I'm kind of like busy working on reports. So what you're talking about is not a police report issue.
So when is stalking a police? How do I prove that they're stalking me, and when is it a police report
so
issue?
Stalking means you go somewhere, somebody shows up, somebody.
That's exactly what's happening.
And you go to a different place, that person shows up at the same time.
That's exactly what's happening.
But that's not what you say happening.
Yeah, that's what's
You
happening.
say you were talking about somebody, and they come knocking on your door.
No, not just that. I explained the other situation too. I just told you. When I show up back at the house, they show up at the same time. When I leave, they show up at the same time. That's stalking. When I leave the house, they're leaving. When I come back, they come back at the same time. That is different.
In your own house, they can leave and go as they please, man.
No, that's clear. I have an education. I'm not stupid. What I'm saying is, it's different days at the same time, but every time that I leave.
They come to your own house, or they leave their own house and come back to their own house, man.
They don't have, that's not what stalking is. Who's the head?
I mean, like the situation.
Who's the head chief here?
What head chief?
Who is the main person in charge here? Who's the head chief?
Ma'am, we're here, we're the one that do police report. If what you're saying doesn't.
I just said, who is the head chief, sir?
It's at 1200 Travis. That's why we have the chief.
Do you have a head chief here?
We don't have a head chief.
Everybody is the same position. No one is higher than the other.
We do have supervisors, but they're on the street at the moment.
What time will your supervisor be back?
I don't know exactly what time.
Can you give
Maybe
me?
about an hour or so.
Can you give me your supervisor's name?
We have different supervisors, man. If you want to come back later, you can.
Which supervisor will be on the next shift? Or which supervisor's on this shift? You seem like you don't want to help me, sir.
Ma'am, what you're talking about is not a police report issue, so I can't really.
It's okay. I feel threatened and assaulted.
Yeah, you can feel whatever you want to feel, but that's not, if it's not a police issue.
Well, if you feel sick, you don't have to go to the hospital, but if you feel sick, you can. You can feel whatever you want to feel.
If you want to wait till the supervisor gets here, you can have a seat, man. We're working on report, we're busy. We don't have time.
I'm a customer. I'm here. I realize you're busy. I understand that, but I have a concern, and I'm asking relevant questions.
Yeah, I told you it's not here at the moment. Just have a seat. When he gets here, we let them know that.
And it's not a reason for you to say that I'm being disobedient because you haven't, or insubordinate, you have not answered my question. I said, who is the supervisor? Do I not have the right to know that information? Who is the supervisor on shift right now?
We have a supervisor, but he's not here at the moment.
What is his name? What's his name, sir? I'm not saying anything wrong. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm asking him what the guy's name is. What is the supervisor's name? I'm upset because of what's been happening to me. That's perfectly normal. That's psychology 101. If you're going through something, you're going to be upset. So I'm just asking, what's the supervisor's name? And he won't tell me the supervisor's
Well, we
name.
got a Sergeant Haggerton, but he's not here to talk to you at the moment. You want to sit down, you have a seat.
Sergeant who?
Haggerton.
Haddington.
Yeah, Haggerton.
Haddington.
Yeah.
And he's not here longer.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, because you know what? I called, and their phone lines were busy. And it's like every time I have a situation, the phone lines are busy. It's like they trying to do something to me and say everything was blocked. We had an extensive amount of calls. Like the whole city is calling as soon as I need help. I bet. Did Jay-Z and Beyonce call too? Like, seriously. Yeah, because this is the same guy that I told him about, the guy that hit me in that vehicle, who assaulted me in that vehicle. So I'll be coming back up here anyway because I need to talk to somebody. Do y'all do police reports here for car wrecks, right?
Yeah, for accidents, but if it's a minor where you exchange information, you just deal with the insurance.
He didn't have any insurance.
Yeah, we can do a report if the person doesn't have insurance.
This lady is sitting around, and I know that they're trying to bother me because I do not want to be bothered. They know what they've been doing to me, and they're going to continue to do that. They're purposely distressing me, trying to get me to be put in handcuffs, which they've been doing stuff to me for years and haven't gotten me to be put in handcuffs. And I'm sick of it.
Ma'am, you're gonna have a seat, see, you talk to somebody, or?
I'm sick of it. I want to make a report. It smells like cinnamon and dead bodies outside. And then I have to come in here, it smells like dead people under the concrete. Everything I do over here, it seems like something's going on. I didn't ask to live in this neighborhood. Can you write his name down on a piece of paper so I can get his information and come back in?
Whose information?
Had it, whatever his name is. This is his district. I want to be able to talk to him. You said I could when he gets back.
I'll give you phone number, I'll give you the station phone number, you can always call back and ask.
Do y'all answer private phone calls? And what time? What time?
Okay, our shift is here till like 9 o'clock, so we have night shift coming after hours,
What time is he usually here?
till 9 o'clock.
Well, I'm a female. I don't want to come here at 9 o'clock and it smell like cinnamon outside. What time, what's the earliest time that he gets here?
No, I'm saying that we are here till 9, so I don't know when she
I don't want to be here at 9. I'm saying, what time does he get here, the earliest time that he gets here? What time does he get here?
between like, she.
It's a she or a he?
1 p.m. to 9 p.m.
It's a she or he?
That one is a she.
I don't want to talk to no she. Where's the he?
When you call, you can ask who's here at the time. I don't know, but that's the one that's.
Who's the other one? I don't want to talk to no female because females don't treat me right.
Okay, just when you call, just say you want to speak to the supervisor. Whoever is here will tell you.
Okay, why you always have a hard time? Why can't you just tell me who it is? Why everybody's so secretive?
I don't know who might be here at the time, but I'm telling you who is usually here in our shift.
You know everybody on your shift though. You know all your supervisors, right? Do you? Should I talk to him since you're tired of talking to me? Huh, sir?
You're looking at him. Do you want to talk to him? He's here the whole time.
Okay. Who is? I'm ending off on our conversation and getting to the next part. So, who is the other supervisor for this person? Who's the male supervisor?
Male supervisor?
Yes.
Well, we got several actually, but what is it that you're looking for?
A male supervisor that has an early shift that I can come in and speak with them about a situation that I want to talk to them about.
I mean, I could try to help you out. What's going on?
You can't help me out. I want to talk to a sergeant unless you're a sergeant.
Well, I can't help you out. I literally just met you. I cannot.
Even when I go
Okay.
to public places, sir, Even when I go to public places, they cannot help me. I always have to have.
Ma'am, real quick, I don't know what the situation is, so how can I help you if I don't know?
I want to speak with a sergeant. I want a sergeant's name. I want a male sergeant name that
What?
comes in the morning shift for a situation I want to talk to them about. I don't think it's that difficult for you to do that for me, right?
No, it's not difficult. The only reason why I'm saying, we cannot do it right now is because everybody's busy right now for a call relating to weapons. So everybody's outside. There's not many
Everybody's-
people inside the station.
Wow.
But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Here's what I suggest you do, and this is your option.
Okay.
It's your life, right? I would suggest you come back tomorrow in the morning, right? Whenever you have energy, you have like better.
No,
emotions and all stuff, come
because
back in the
if I
morning.
keep going over there,
If you come back in the morning.
This
there's
is the
gonna be
best
more
place for me to be
people,
right now.
There's gonna be more people, are gonna be more available to you, for you to get the help that you need from the supervisor. So, I feel like it's better if you come back in the morning tomorrow, come back, better equipped, better, people, because there's gonna be a lot more people in the morning, and then you're gonna get the help that you need, okay? Right now, everybody's busy.
and I understand that, and I want a name for who I'm gonna be seeing in the morning.
I don't know the day shift. That's gonna be day shift. I don't know the
So
supervisor.
you don't know no day shifts?
No, I don't work day shift. I'm evening shift. Their day shift. It's 3 different shifts. I don't know the sergeants for day shift. That's why I'm saying if you come back, there's gonna be 2 officers waiting right here. You come back, explain to them what happened. You talk to the supervisor.
Can you ask him who the supervisor is in the morning shift, the first morning shift?
He doesn't know. He literally just told me he doesn't know. I mean, we don't know. We don't
We're
know
not
the
here in the
morning
morning,
shift.
man.
We're not
we don't
here in
know
the
who's gonna
morning.
be here when you come in tomorrow.
We don't, I don't work at the mornings. I come to work at 3 p.m., man.
Okay, I get it. I just, like, how many shifts do y'all have?
We have 3 different shifts.
Because I
So-
work
so
at
like
places and
said-
I know
like
all
said,
the
if you
managers
come
on
back
each
in the
shift.
morning, you're gonna get a lot more help. I promise you, you're gonna get a lot more help.
I mean, how many supervisors is there?
Right now, it's not that many. We don't have that many people, man.
They're on the street.
Everybody's in the streets. Everybody's busy with a call. They're busy with a weapons call. We cannot.
You have
afford-
3 supervisors though, right?
I don't know how many we have, man. All I know is that they're all busy right now.
You don't know how many you have, but you know
No,
they're
man,
all
we-
busy.
We don't know, man.
That's
So,
crazy. You don't know none of your supervisors. What if something happens to you right
I never said
now?
about not knowing the supervisors. Your question was how many supervisors
Yeah.
you have. It's not. That's 2 different things, ma'am. You're confusing 2 different.
I'm not. I'm
Yes,
clear.
you are. Your
Let me tell you
question.
something.
Your
I said I
question
worked
was
at
in regards to How
places.
many supervisors?
I
there is,
know
not
all
about
the
who supervisors
supervisors
are. So here's the thing, ma'am. Here's the 2
for
options
every 3
that-
shifts.
Here's the 2 options that you have right now.
And I feel
ma'am.
like you should too.
If you have no other situation and I cannot help you, I need you to take a seat right there. And if you keep interrupting, unfortunately, we're gonna have to send somebody here, and then they're gonna try to trespass you in this thing.
For asking about supervisors, I was listening to you. I was just giving you some advice. I was letting you know that as a professional person, y'all are trying to arrest me, but I'm talking calmly, and everybody can see that.
Day shift will help
So
you
that would be a
out.
lawsuit on
And then
y'all.
in regards to the supervisors, you can take a seat, and then a supervisor.
It's
will
always
come.
take a seat. You don't have to get violent with me.
I'm not violent with you, man.
And you can take advice from people too. Other people are professional too when they're not distressed.
Then you can take a seat, man.
No, I
Wait for the
can't
supervisor,
because you're
okay?
too rude for me to. I'm not invited. Have a good day. This piece of shit, death trap neighborhood. Nothing but fucking stick-ass people. Get out of my way. Get out of my way and get your kids out of my way too. Stupid ass shit. Yeah. So this is the fucking neighborhood I live in. This is how they fucking treat people. This is what they do. This is how they treat you. They don't know nothing. They're pissed off when you ask them and tell them. You should know everybody on every 3 shifts. If you're a cop, why wouldn't you? Anything could happen. Oh well, I'm glad he told me that they're all on calls with people dealing with fucking weapons. Well, let me go get a fucking weapon then, and then maybe help me out then. More important call. And if somebody will be trying to use a weapon on you, guess what? I'll go back and tell them. On my there have been weapons. There's been a cop that was killed. There's been a cop that was killed on that street. And then there was shootings on the street 2 weeks ago on the same one. Yeah. There was cops that was killed on that motherfucking street. And just 2 weeks ago, they were talking about that they were shooting on that same street. There's been like 3 shootings on that street. One which involved the cop being killed and the whole mayor came out. That same street. That same fucking street. That same street. I'm going back in and I'm telling them because I don't care. Everybody thinks everything is so much more important. Hurry up. Are you going out or are you coming in? Which one are you doing? Because I don't want you playing games with me. Yeah, that same street, a cop was shot on that street. A cop was shot on that exact street. And then 2 weeks ago, they were shooting again. Why does it keep saying blocked or something right there? And I don't want to be a victim. So when I say that I'm being stalked by them, I think it's pretty important. Yeah, I think it's pretty important. So that's what I'm gonna go in back in here and I'm gonna tell them. She came out here to smoke so she could get some of the dead people smell out. I don't know if she was. I don't know if she was smoking crack or what she was smoking to get the smell out. But I want to say one last thing before I get out of here. That street that I live on, where y'all are saying, this isn't really that important, a cop got shot on that street. That street that I live on, a cop got shot on that street. The mayor came out and they were planting trees and all that. And then 2 weeks later, 2 weeks from now, 2 weeks before, 2 weeks ago, they were shooting on that street. So when I say that I'm being stalked by my neighbors and they're breaking in the house and doing things to me when I'm sleeping and that man's not home, I don't want to be the next one shot. I fought for that cop and said that what they were doing was wrong outside. I told those neighbors, I don't want to be this neighborhood's victim. I told you what's wrong with me. I'm being stalked by those neighbors. It's too big for anybody anyway, because it's the whole community. It doesn't matter. You can't be anybody here. You can't be anybody good. Go over so I can go. I'm so fucking sick of this shit. Can't be anybody good. I'm just tired of it. Just cut the live off. Anyway, I don't know how that stupid camera, it goes off and on and all that. I'm trying to get off. I'm just ready to go home and get out of here. I literally have my because I'm afraid that the neighbors are gonna magically break in because they've broken in before and put something in my stuff, and I don't want to buy this shit again. It's just fucking crazy. I just want help getting out of this neighborhood. I don't want to be in this neighborhood anymore. It's too dangerous. They don't treat me well. It doesn't matter how good you are of a person. They're going to do bad things to me. I just went to the grocery store today, and some lady was right by the car when I came back out, and she was saying Lena and all that. They try to call you names and stuff, try to wish bad things on you. It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. It's witchcraft. That's what it is. I'm trying to figure out how to... What is this button? I don't want it to be fixed. Just get me out of here. Yes, I want to stop streaming.